We are always inventing new ideas and are constantly reinventing my style. All things are full circle, and here we are via our mutual friend Steve, to be connected now and working with one another in his factory, producing my gem cuts and jewelry designs at an affordable price my wife and I dreamt was possible. We just did not know how until then. Long before I met Steve, I had a dream whereby I could create my unique gemstone cuts and fine jewelry at affordable prices for a much larger audience. I did not know how, but I had a dream that my ring cut was the perfect vehicle for being able to produce enough quantity to fulfill an audience as large as the TV channel was offering. Through my chance encounter earlier that year, I was about to be able to fulfill this vision. I was returning back to India after a 30-year sabbatical, a place which felt like my second home in the world. For sure, from a spiritual place, to embark on a new odyssey where I would design and create my unique carved gemstone, no longer just creating my one-of-a-kind gemstones and jewelry for the few who could afford it. Here is where the power to dream and envision one's true desire was once again a testimonial to living a spiritual life with integrity and driven by principle. My style and techniques are completely novel and unique to a country that has over 500 years of gem cutting tradition. My style and concepts are something the Indian gem industry is completely unfamiliar with and has no idea how to create. One of the difficulties of working in a country like India is an issue of trust. Trust that your unique ideas don't bleed out of the workshop and end all over town being created by others. I tried to manufacture earlier in China, only to feel that the quality and integrity was lacking. I had to abandon my attempts in China for several reasons. Upon meeting Manoush on my first visit, I could feel this brotherhood of integrity and trust. We are now almost 5 years into our working together, and the relationship keeps getting deeper, and the quality of the work continues to improve and become a world-class product. I stay with Manoush in his home as a family member, am close with his wife, and play alongside his kids as an uncle. It is such a treat to come to India, live in his home, and work alongside him and his wife, creating magical jewelry. We have completed several very successful collections over the last 5 years for the TV channel, and the product is truly amazing and continues to get better and finer with each collection. I have fulfilled this dream where my standards of quality and beauty are able to be manufactured with outstanding beauty and magic. I not only have a very good business partner, but a deep and lifelong friendship with Manoush. We are constantly exploring new avenues for my creativity and his genius to manufacture my work outside the box with ideas I'm always coming up with. Steve and I have also deepened and enriched our relationship as well. He is one of those rare individuals in business that means what he says and does what he means. He is one of those unique people I've met from around the world that truly only does what he deems fun. If it's not fun, he's not interested in it. I truly believe this has been one of the winning successes as to why his business continue to thrive and grow. As of July 2016, we have successfully sold worldwide. We are always inventing new ideas and are constantly reinventing my style. Together, we are constantly pushing the boundaries and always looking at new products to produce and introduce to his customer base. We are also now searching out unique gem rough from mines around the planet to bring to his devoted customer base who have come to trust him, fulfilling his pledge. A commitment whereby he sources a gem rough from mine to market at incredible prices. After observing and working alongside Steve for over these past several years, I am always amazed that he never stops to rest on his laurels. Once he achieves what he has dreamt up, he is on to the next level, constantly pushing his success cube to greater and greater accomplishments and achievements. Let me explain what I mean by a success cube, a Lazarus. Our levels of success are represented by the 3 parallel sides of a cube: height, length, and depth. Think about standing inside a cube. The height is my ceiling of success. The width is how many areas in my life I am willing to succeed in. The depth is how deeply I allow myself to feel my success. We all have a level of success we are willing to allow ourselves to achieve, whether we are aware of it or not. I can learn how to identify the levels of my success cube so I can choose to decide to expand my height, length, and depth of success. Much in the same way, I have all these years reinvented myself, pushing past my failures to accomplish new heights. Steve is one of those rare individuals who is walking his talk, always willing to change and adapt. I can see why he is so very successful in business and life. He is one of those larger than life individuals and at the same time a genuinely nice and approachable human. Even with his extraordinary success, he is still a downright great guy. I have learned so much and have been truly changed in my life by our coming together in life. I could not measure the real positive impact he has had on my life. I would not be writing this book if it had not been for him. He is one of those individuals that I and my wife had programmed for a couple years earlier, whom I had dreamt I only wanted to work with. An individual one could trust like a brother and have nothing but fun working alongside. The amount of gratitude I have for our relationship is impossible to describe and measure. With Steve, I am now creating the destiny I have dreamt up for so many years.